This is going to be a lot of fun.
There's Hunter Johnson playing with Jessie Irvine. First serve underway.
And let me tell you, that court, credit to the PPA Tour team. This court is amazing. They're all packed in there. It is electric in there, Michelle. What a job by everybody to switch an entire thing inside so everybody at home can watch this great pickleball.
Within 12 hours, mind you.
Oh, my goodness. Just stop it.
And Leigh Waters whips it cross court. Unbelievable.
I mean, that clears the net by like 1 millimeter, and clean winner inside the kitchen.
She makes it look easy, doesn't she?
She does.
Ben Johns there for the counter.
We wondered if Ben might have some extra focus. Well, 3-zip. Very, very impressive start. Not surprised.
Jessie Irvine reaches in, clobbers it. Jessie and Ben playing together with the Chicago Slice last weekend. Obviously know each other's games well.
Little skitter off the tape there. And, you know, the temperature, this is a covered but not HVAC, so it is chilly in there. You'll see all the fans bundled up. And I talked to a bunch of the players. It's playing more fast but different, and it's like there's a little altitude almost because of how the ball is playing. So it's still a Franklin, but playing faster inside with the cold weather.
And McGuffin talked about that in his interview earlier on today, how the ball seems to be penetrating more with the Dura than it would in the Franklin, but indoors, to your point, like it's doing the same.
Yeah. Oh, and Annalise, like, I had that lined up, and then it looked like somebody took her dessert there with that look. I think that's good. Ben shared at it for a while.
Looked at Annalise for validation. No clear call there, so it will be ruled in, and a side out for Irvine and Johnson. Ben Johns swipes one, and an interesting miss there for Jessie Irvine.
Yeah, was she looking for the fastball and got the change up there? That was unique. She's looking at the court there. That was a rare sighting.
Goodbye, says Ben Johns.
Farewell.
Sign out for Waters and Johns. Nice finish for Hunter Johnson. So if you're a team like Jessie and Hunter coming together for the first time against the best team in the world, what a strategy, I guess, should you embody against these two after this point?
Oh, the trickery again from Johns, but just a little deep. I think the first thing is, how do we want to play together? Where do we want to put the balls? What are you most comfortable with? Let's make sure we do that well. And then let's make these two work. Obviously, they've only lost one time. We know that Ben comes into this with a loss, so let's make sure that he is seeing a bunch of balls here early as well. And just try to work the points. Try not to do too much. When you get a chance, go for it. I think, you know, teams think wow, against them, I'm going to have to hit these ridiculous shots all day. That's not true. You need to get in, do the routine routinely, and then find your chances.
You just can't miss. That's the problem.
Yeah. You know, and if there are some challenges with the visuals in here, drive the ball more often. It is playing faster, so use that to your advantage. Saw 2 drives from Hunter Johnson, who's a very good singles player, still in the draw. Yates, his twin brother, lost a heartbreaker in singles earlier. They'll be playing some dubs together, but I think you take pace at them in these conditions and see how they deal with it, but missed returns are a killer. Oh, and another one from Jessie. And that's not even in a stack. Sometimes you'll see in a stack she doesn't believe in the stack, so it's flying, as we said, here indoors.
Nice
and
play.
for those of you just joining, I mean, it is soaked outside, and 53 courts of amateurs going on all around this. Just a remarkable achievement to keep this big tournament going.
Yep, and it's a progressive draw, unique format than we're used to seeing at these tournaments. Here's a good look outside. And Dallas has thrown just about everything at us this week. Yep. 80 degrees and sunny yesterday, 60 degrees and rainy today. But we adjust.
Exactly. We adapt. That's what you got to do. The great players have to adapt to the conditions. And it's funny, they've all talked about how they had to get ready for the X40, and now it's going to be more like the Dura that they're used to playing with. And that is another missed return. That's 3 from Jessie on a cut forehand, so she has got to figure that out.
Defense on the side of Johnson and Irvine, but Johns and Waters come away with it.
I mean, they're tracking down things almost in the stands, and then Jessie goes for this huge swing at the end, but I want more of that.
Hunter Johnson, so athletic.
And there's the footwork of Leigh Waters helping out. She's pulled way off the court and throws a dink down at the feet of Jessie Irvine on the move. That
one on top, 8-2 over Irvine and Johnson playing together for the first time. Michelle McMahon, Dave Fleming in the booth.
And the two-handed backhand. We saw a lot of that yesterday in the men's match, and obviously is going to bring that to mixed as well. Can speed up off the bounce a little better and has so many targets.
That thing was lethal yesterday. Where's he gonna go? An onslaught of offense for Ben Johns.
And which fan needs to put on the goalie equipment?
Where's Marty Turco when you need him? He really did. 4. Leigh jams up Hunter Johnson.
In the landscape of our sport, how important it is to grow this event as well?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. You know, like rewind 3-4 years ago, there wasn't a whole lot of professional pickleball. There was 3 or 4 events, with this being one of the biggest, you know, in the sport. And so a lot's changed in the pickleball landscape over the past 4 years. You know, there's been the creation of the PPA Tour. We run about 25 events a year. You also have Major League Pickleball. But what I think is so special about this event is really just its historic significance and just size and of just sheer volume. Like the fact that we've got 4,000 players participating. We had 11,000 people that came on the grounds 2 nights ago. or 2 days ago. So I think that obviously is big, but I think preserving nationals as one of the majors in the sport is something that's important and something that we're committed to doing.
I love that. What I love about your mindset and the PPA's mindset, always looking for things to help the sport grow for both the players and the fan experience. Progressive draw, first time here at Nationals. How is that going? What feedback have you heard? And do you see that continuing in the future?
Yeah, I think it's a big step forward for the sport. Honestly, our friends at Pickleball TV and also Tennis Channel, they were a big proponent of this progressive draw. And, talking to people like Bob Wiley and other people that have experienced pro sports, for us to be able to have something that's great for the players, but also good for the media and the fans. The fact that you can really follow your favorite players, that you understand where they're going to be, when they're going to play. We're able to tell their stories. We know what the matchups are going to look like. People get excited about what might be coming next. And I think it's something that fans are really enjoying, and everything that I'm hearing from the players, I think they're on board too.
Well, Commissioner CEO Connor Pardoe, you talked about 11,000 people coming into Brookhaven Country Club here. But going back to Tuesday night with the Deep Eddy Vodka Celebrity Showdown, how important is it to have those crossover sports and just really have everyone have eyes on pickleball?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's huge. Nationals, one of our goals that we had coming into here is how do we make pickleball fun and cool for everybody? And so we developed this idea of Pickleball Boulevard, where we've got live music, we've got entertainment. You can basically get a drink anywhere within 15 feet, And so this celebrity pro-am, that Deep Eddy Vodka was able to help us achieve, I think was a big step forward. Luckily, Tom Dundon's close and well connected to a lot of the famous Dallas people, and they obviously put a show on.
I love it. I do want to remind everyone we will get back to Waters and John shortly, but I do have another question for you. Obviously, we're on this beautiful desk here at PBTV Tennis Channel. Talk a little bit about the new collaboration, how excited you are for the growth of the network and for the sport.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. Like, you look at any major sport, and they have got a platform where they have a whole 360 plan to be able to show content, and Pickleball TV is that solution for pickleball. The fact that we have somewhere where you can always watch, understand, learn, be able to watch your favorite players and have something that's 24/7, I think it's a big step forward. So, you're going to see a lot of PPA content, MLP content, anything pickleball, this is the place to find it, and we're excited to be partners and help support the channel the best we can.
Well, we're really excited to be on Pickleball TV. Commissioner CEO of PPA, Connor Pardoe, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
We're going to get back to action there on center court with Waters, Johns, Irvine, and Johnson.
Cameron, thanks. Game 2 underway here. And Ben Johns finds the hole, ties it up 2-all.
Yeah, there was a beautiful two-handed backhand to sort of scoop overhead from Jessie Irvine while we heard from the commissioner. And Connor Pardoe has poured so much into this sport and this event. It's great to see it all come together. And remember, this is just year 1.
I know. And the efficiency in which PPA can manage these events, and just you mentioned the quick turnover from last night is really, truly unbelievable. Manage this many people. Oh, that two-handed backhand of Ben Johns looking lethal.
It's unbelievable, because that is a play you see from Anna Leigh Waters all the time, because she loves to speed it up with the two-handed backhand and then have it reloaded, and there's Ben.
Jessie Irvine going toe-to-toe on Ben Johns, her mixed doubles partner on last weekend.
Really nice from Jessie, filling the middle with the backhand. Yes, the backhand can cover the middle, and she did a great job there. Just a little bit in a hurry. Didn't need that extra step there. Just play the ball and then move forward. Much better start, and no freebies so far here, Michelle. I mean, 3 of the 11 were just missed returns from Irvine, so much cleaner here.
Nice reset for Irvine.
So here's what we talk about when we do a Jessie Irvine match. Most mixed teams switch to have the lady on the right side of the court, but they will maintain their positioning here.
Ben Johns, so good. That backhand flick on Hunter Johnson.
Out of the air, beautiful. So they will switch Hunter over there, but Jessie doesn't want to run into a problem on a deep serve, but then she faces Ben Johns cross court, lost the first one. Hunter Johnson was caught in the air there like the floor was on fire, jumped up in the air and just bodied up from Ben Johns. That's a great location. A lot of the two-handed backhand people really like to take a big swing at that. He tried to jump and get out of the way and just couldn't do it. Okay, there's a rare sighting.
Down the middle.
So Jessie did switch. They didn't like at all the point construction of when she stayed on the left. So sometimes your preferred choices don't work against a certain opponent. Nice jump in the corner there. Hunter Johnson, so athletic.
Yeah, former tennis player out of SMU, right around the corner here in Dallas, Texas. Family lives in Texas now also. Frustrated with that miss, Hunter Johnson.
Yeah, that was one of those that's just within reach, and Ben wants you to go for it because Jessie's waiting for it from behind Hunter Johnson, but never made it there.
Waters rips one cross court on Irvine. They're just getting eaten up.
Yeah, the shot before that, the slice trying to fool Ben down the line is absolutely not the choice you want to make.
Just back for Waters. We started this match, what, 3:10 local time? Now it's about 3:40.
Yeah. Chat with the CEO, and we're at almost game point in game 2 here, or at least more than halfway there. That's a great job by Jessie there. And I think, you know, they just need to get to the line and work the point.
Oh, Hunter Johnson on the run, maybe overstepping on that one.
I don't mind him taking the ball. It's the high third that precipitated that problem is what really took place there. So again, down 4, never established 50-50 at the kitchen line, and I get it. They're very good on the other side, but it's the ability to put that third on the ground and go play ball.
7-3-2 is the score. Oh, and Leigh Waters second-guessing herself, going for that ATP. Looked like that dink could have been a little bit wide, maybe, from Irvine.
So the thought process was, that's wide. Ooh, now I need to hit an ATP, and not clean, obviously.
Referee timeout.
And again, we just cannot handle a referee timeout in our sport. We just can't. Look at this. It's like, who took my key? Do you know where my keys are? I have no idea where anything is. So exciting, and as we've seen, the ability to take an outdoor sport indoors here today in just 12 hours time is remarkable.
This is round 2 of the action, finished off by Ben Johns. This is a progressive draw, so all teams will be playing their second round matches today, and then if they move on in advance, quarterfinals will be played tomorrow. So you'll see a mix of different divisions.
Yeah, and that should look very familiar to our Tennis Channel fans who are used to their favorite players moving through from the round of 16 to the quarters and so on.
Into the net for Jessie Irvine. A lot of pressure from Ben and Leigh. They just are relentless from every part of the court.
Yeah, and a great job by Leigh Waters fill in the middle again with the backhand. And Jessie just caught him a bit far from the kitchen line there.
And if you're just joining us, Ben Johns, the uncontested best player in the world, took a shocking loss earlier today in men's singles. Chris Hayworth got the better of him, and so he's very focused in mixed doubles, as we've seen.
Yeah, so just dropped 5 points here. Nice Ernie there. That means when you jump the corner of the kitchen, hit it out of the air. That's perfectly legal.
Into the net goes Leigh Waters. Hunter Johnson
like,
yanking on the crowd.
Like, come on, we got a net court in our favor. Why aren't you going bananas?
It's like any SMU fans in the house.
Exactly.
Where are you?
Where are the Mustangs?
Athleticism on full display for Johnson. Inside out goes Jessie Irvine.
And see, now the fans are like, all right, now you actually did something, Hunter. We'll cheer even more for you. So that was really nice pressure there, and great inside out from Jessie Irvine.
Well, you were inside, Dave. These fans have been electric.
They got here early to get the best seats because they knew we'd be switching from outdoors to indoors. Yeah, make the top seed play. You know, don't give it to them. And now they've settled in here and are now within 2.
Oh, Hunter Johnson got tagged again.
Did he ever? Dallas tattoo parlor.
It's like the 3rd time it's happened in this game.
And, yeah, Jessie took a full swing from the midcourt with both players at the kitchen on the other side. You do not want to do that.
Wide for Ben Johns. Take back another serve. It's been a wild draw for the mixed doubles portion of the tournament. A lot of 5-game thrillers. I'll fill you in a moment. Irvine catches Ben Johns once again, gets the side out, but we mentioned the 5-game thrillers. Riley Newman, Paris Todd survived a 5-game thriller against Tina Pisnik and Deckel Barr. Ben Johns, insanity with the angle. And JW Johnson and Georgia Johnson surviving a 5-game thriller against Hayden Patriquin and Maggie Brasha. The 5th was 11-0.
And I believe Catherine Parento and Tyson McGuffin also won a 5-game thriller.
Over Andre Dascu and Susanna Barr, an 11-1 finish in the 5th game there. So wild times in the quarterfinals to come tomorrow.
There's the two-handed backhand, so much more unique attacks off the bounce there, speeding it up in specific locations. Look at that spin on the serve from Leigh. Got a short return out of it and then caught the net. She had a very clean singles win herself earlier today.
She's unbelievable. Just long for Hunter Johnson, looking for verification from the ref. There are no challenges in indoor with the shift from outside to inside. Ben John's known for his honest line calling.
For sure.
And game point number 2. Johns and Waters take it 11-6. Can Hunter Johnson and Jessie Irvine partner Catherine Parento, who survived a 5-gamer in mixed doubles with Tyson McGuffin. Meanwhile, game 3 underway. Nice play from Hunter Johnson.
Yeah, and a great job from Jessie Irvine of recognizing Ben Johns stepped way over on a dink and then had to go flying back to the left side. So the middle was actually open. So that was a smart choice from her, and then Hunter put it away.
Oh, Irvine tried to set herself up. That inside out roll from Leigh Waters on the backhand side.
I mean, how many angles, Ben? And Jessie says, I don't care.
Jessie Irvine pockets one to the corner.
She's the best on the women's side with the ATP on the forehand, and that was just beautiful. ATP, of course, means around the post. Just like in tennis, you see it very rarely in tennis. It will happen on occasion, much more prevalent in pickleball, but what a shot from Jessie.
Dirk Nowitzki buried an ATP at the celebrity event Wednesday night.
Did he ever?
Looked almost similar to that.
Just came from a much, came from a much, you know, the 7th floor of the skyscraper.
Almost crashed into the boards. Oh, Hunter Johnson had it.
Yeah, and you saw Jessie look to the sky there at the end of that because they played such a nice point to earn that opportunity, and that's what you want to do, grind it out till you get the ball that is up, and unfortunately for Hunter, found the net.
Nice play from Hunter Johnson in response to the miss.
Yeah, and just using the spin to get the ball to push through the court. Really well done from Hunter there. Crowd loves the net court. Big swing and a miss. That's strike 2 for Jessie. She had strike 1 in game 1. Tough bounce off the tape there for her, though.
Oh, it's back to Hunter Johnson coming to life. Little run here for Irvine and Johnson, finding some momentum on their side.
And you mentioned all of the 5-game thrillers we've had. That's the advantage here of if you do have a slow start, you can get back out of it.
Ben Johns hammers it down the middle. Second serve for Irvine and Johnson. Generous line call from Ben Johns, finished off poetically.
When there's an ATP available, it caught the very corner edge of the line, so it can go hit an ATP. Nice defense, but that's the thing, and I think a lot of amateur players don't do that. They hit the ATP, Michelle, and then hang out over there. Ben knew where the next ball was going to go and went and attacked it.
All the court to hit. What defense from Ben Johns, tracking it down though.
Tremendous scamper, and that's, I think, an underrated part of his game. He is a terrific athlete. You just don't see him having to run very often. He's so in control.
Oh. They paid off your point beautifully.
Yeah. And Anna-Leigh Waters was like, yeah, I like hanging out on the left over here. She'll do it on occasion. And, you know, you always wonder when the two best players come together, are they going to be money as a team? And this duo certainly is.
Anna-Leigh Waters hits one down the middle. We've seen that tail unfold before.
Wonder if she's going to point Ben to the right side of the court and say things are going pretty darn well with me over here, buddy.
That's awesome. Something to note, Ben does not like playing indoors.
Does not.
He's mentioned that pretty openly in an interview about his vision being disrupted. Wide for Waters.
Yeah, and that's obviously we're thrilled we have this, but that's an unexpected switch for all the players. They did not practice indoors at all coming into this.
Oh, Hunter Johnson catches Anna-Leigh Waters on the backside.
Yeah, we talked a lot about the Ben Johns attacks with the two-hander. That Hunter Johnson has a very good one and beautiful there. Anna-Leigh had no idea that was coming. Sometimes the best shot you have is the one you don't swing at all there. Great lead from Jessie Irvine. If you're wondering, hey, you're indoors, how's the height of this? Plenty of room to put up a very, very high lob. It's perfectly made. It's actually formerly a tennis facility, which has even higher roofs than some of the pickleball facilities that have been built. So I don't anticipate that being part of the play here at all.
Interesting, though, how that impacts the ball. Tyson McGuffin comparing it to almost like playing in altitude.
Yes.
With the temperature and the indoor air.
Yeah, so you have a ball that plays slower, it's harder to put away, but it's moving faster than you're used to. So that's a dichotomy all the players have been working on. Oh, and the dreaded HTP instead of the ATP. She hit the post there. Just want to let that travel a little bit more, Michelle, and then she would have had the ATP. There's just the pressure. Ben Johnson didn't hit a ball in that cross-court rally, but his movement, you're worried about leaving it up or putting it on that forehand of his paddle. Try to be too fine.
Finesse ball from Irvine to the corner. Winner of this one gets Christian Elshon and Hurricane Tyra Black, who were on championship court just a moment ago. Christian Elshon, man, is he looking pretty good, working with Annalie Waters' mom, Leigh Waters, spending a lot of time on court.
Yeah, a long chat with Leigh about coaching Annalie, coaching Christian, and she said, this guy, it is really different now, and the results are coming with it. Again, an odd choice with the slice through the middle to the forehand there. That's just not going to be a good result for Ben. But back to Elshon, it's hard to be patient, but you have to put the work in, and the results don't come immediately, but now they're starting to, and then that work will even be more and more for him.
Oh, Ben Johnson is scrambled.
Jessie got under it a little bit, didn't get on top of the ball, and sailed it well deep, frustrated with that miss.
And Leigh lets it fly. And a 9-4 lead for Waters and Johns.
And as Ben adds that two-handed backhand roll to his repertoire, sometimes you put too much spin and give the ATP like he did there. Hunter Johnson just got to make that one. So when you practice dinking with your partner friend at home, make sure you let ATPs be part of your practice so you can teach your friend not to hit it too wide.
Jessie Irvine finds the opening, gets the ball back on her side.
That technique of the way she slides the paddle, arm fully extended, it's beautiful, and one of the best shots in the game. Watch the technique on this shot, just so good.
Former tennis pro showing that technical prowess. Ooh, and that time tags Ben Johns with the inside out.
And you saw him sitting heavy forehand there, and same shot, but just moved about a foot to the left, Michelle, and that was perfect. 2 in a row. Irvine, so good. Oh, and that's where you want to keep it going. You got the confidence, hit a good deep serve, got a very short return. That's how you have to stay in a match with shots like that. And 2 missed thirds back to back after the really nice couple of points from Irvine. And just 2 points from moving on.
Cleaned up by Ben Johns.
Hit it the first one down the middle. They run to the sidelines and then go right back where you hit the one before that. Well executed.
Waters back on the left, just misses that one into the net.
I don't know what on earth that shot was. I think she thought she was gonna get something more shallow and closer to the net, and Ernie it and went deeper.
Hunter Johnson tried to put up the defense. Not enough, though. Ben Johns and Annalie Waters take this one in 3.